To the second and third respondent. The second respondent is the Minister of Home Affairs, and the third respondent will be the IEC of South Africa. We'll explore some of those arguments in a short while. But I want to take you now to Soweto, where police have yet to arrest anyone in connection with the last night's looting of shops belonging to foreign nationals in Soweto. Several shops were looted in areas including Dobsonville, Rockville, Zola, Meadowlands and Protea Glen. Our reporter Maageketla Mohlabe is on the scene for us. Maageketla, what's the latest there?
Good morning to you, Blaine. Let me just bring this breaking news to you. We hear that 6 people have been arrested at Jabulani. That's part of Soweto, in which this incident also took place overnight. And this, according to police's spokesperson, K. Makubele, he just told us now that 6 people have been arrested following the night of looting in Soweto. But as you can see here, I'm inside of one of the shops that were looted, Blaine, on the floor. As you can see, it's just chaotic. You can see that actually it's been cleared. This is where you'd normally see some shelves being put so that the foreign nationals or foreign shop owners could actually put their goods. But just that side, I think this is where the looters actually gained entry into this particular shop. They actually created this particular hole here to gain entry into this shop so that they could proceed with overnight looting. But of course, this is not the only part of the shop. I will ask my camera colleague, Ronewa, to follow me in this particular section of the shop. You can actually see that, I mean, the whole stretch is cleared. So they took everything. And this, of course, we understand that it was just some kind of a grouping that orchestrated this particular looting overnight in Soweto. As you would recall, Blaine, we didn't hear of any protests overnight. And of course, according to some of the reports, we hear that these people did this in retaliation against what happened downtown Johannesburg just 2 weeks ago, when we saw some of the informal traders involved in a standoff against police officials. And we hear that there are allegations that these looters are actually doing this in retaliation of that particular incident 2 weeks ago. But we will speak to one of the shop owners. In fact, she's a landlord, and we understand that she's affected. My sister, thanks so much for your time. Just really tell me what happened. What did you hear overnight here?
We hear people, they were looting, taking things out, taking butlers out, taking roof out, taking taps out, and beating people and putting stones inside. They take taps and they take everything. So those people, so we told them not to take things, but they came back. They just told us this property is for Somalians. So we wake up for our lives, so to tell them that they must take them because there's nothing to do, because this is our lives. They're going to shoot us or do something to us. We just told them that take them. They must take the stuff and everything and shelves and everything.
Were they armed when they came here?
Yes, they were polices when they came, others and took stock. But policies, they shoot people, they run away. But those guys, they were armed. Mob justice, they armed, they were having guns and stones, everything. So we're just leaving them to take everything because of this is our life.
Yeah. You are a landlord here, and obviously the foreign shop owners are actually renting this place. Do we know where they are now? We understand that police actually requested that they should leave for their safety. Do you know where they are and how they are doing now?
I think they are at Mayfair, and they are in shock also them, because every time in the shop they change stuff every time when this thing happen, there's new stuff every time. So these people, they don't know nothing. They are new in those shops, so they are shocked, and I know where they are now at Mayfair. They don't want to hear anything from somebody because they are shocked.
So it's not the first time that incident has happened.
It's not the first time this incident happened. It's the second time this incident happened. Last year it happened on the 28th October.
Yeah.
Yes, last year it happened on the 28th October. There were new staff here. So they, after the looting, they bring another staff. This one is the new staff now. They loot.
So what are you guys going to be doing from today? And I mean, I saw some of your colleagues trying to clear the floor here to make sure that everything is in place. What are you going to be doing throughout the day?
We're going to try to call them. We're going to try to call them to come and help us to clean, to do everything, but we're not putting pressure on them because they are in shock. We are putting pressure on us, the landlords, because we must clean and make sure everything is good and their lives, they are safe.
All right. Thanks so much for your time. Of course, Ntombi Futhi, she's landlord here, Blaine. Of course, what we hear is that these guys were armed, according to her, and police tried to come and contain the situation, but it was too late. As you saw those visuals doing some rounds on social media when the looting was taking place. So she says that it's not the first time that this looting took place. It took place a couple of months ago, and of course we normally see this kind of incidents happen during protest, but there was no protest, as I mentioned earlier, so it just remains to be seen how the investigation is going to go with regards to police to come out with some sort of answers in terms of what really perpetuated this particular looting. We understand that Dr. Hosiensu Ramakgopa is also in the area now. We will rush there and try to bring you the latest.
All right, Maageketla, we will let you go so you can engage with the MEC. Maybe you can get further comments in terms of getting to some of the answers, getting to the roots of some of these issues there in Soweto. Thank you very much indeed for your reporting. Maageketla Mohlabe, there live for us in Soweto, bringing us some breaking news on the agenda. 6 people arrested with regards to looting of the so-called foreign-owned shops.